Okay, let's try this again. Goodness gracious. All right, friends. Well, that's a new one for the Dave It Yourself channel. Just cut my live feed. Nice. I wasn't even talking about anything scandalous yet. So I guess we'll give everybody a few minutes to come on back in. So thank you so much. I don't know what happened, but this is part 2. So, yep, we'll see. Come on in a little closer. We'll let everybody gather in a bit. Let's see what happens. There I am. All right. Yep, here I am. Here I go. Still have no idea what's going on. No clue. Don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. Or don't know why it did that. I was doing pretty good. I was on a little bit of a roll. Next thing you know, no roll. Just me. So what happened? I'm even plugged in. I mean, I've got a wire going to my router. So there should be 0, and I do mean 0 issues. Oh, but that wouldn't be the Dave It Yourself channel if there wasn't an issue or two, would there? So if you're holding, now is certainly the time to turn it up. So let's see how many folks we get back from that calamity. How many true fans do I have out there? So far, I see that I do have Adam Luzier as a true fan. I see Jeff out in Lower Alabama as a true fan. I see McDale as a true fan. There's old Randy BRC. Justin FRC is a true fan. Let's see how many of these other folks come back around. I'm so sorry, folks. Again, as I was saying, I have no idea what happened. I am plugged into a Cat 5 cable that goes all the way to my router, so this isn't a Wi-Fi issue. I don't know what happened. Maybe too much smoke in the system. Speaking of that, let's hit the smoke machine. Wouldn't be a party without a little smoke machine. You're right. We did leave on the 8-ball, Jude. You are right, sir. We were having an 8-ball conversation. But what we were also doing is we were naming our multiple bonus bingo winners before this show get cut off. So let's get into continuing with that here in just a second. But to be fair, we'll let everybody kind of get a chance to see if they're going to make it back in a bit. I don't want to start continuing to do a contest if everybody that's going to be here isn't quite here. So we'll see about that. Jude, Randy is trying to encourage you away from the 8-ball. But it looks like Jude might be on the fence. Who knows? Oh, goodness, folks. Yeah, so we still have a ton going on. So part 1 of episode 51. I don't even see my mom in here just yet. I know she's a true fan. I know she's probably just having a hard time getting back in. But anyway, right now it says excellent connection. Like I said earlier, over there on the monitor, it's got the green box, like it did earlier. And then it started to go yellow, red, and then bye-bye. Don't know what happened. Again, didn't push a button. I don't know. All I know is that episode, part 1 of this episode, episode 51, I did get a chance at least to change the name here to part 2 of episode 51. But of course, the first 8 minutes was already plagued by me talking without anybody being here. So now I guess we'll spend this next 8 minutes or so trying to catch up to see who comes back into the stream here. Because we do have one final question that we are working on to help kind of get to that double bingo bonus stuff. And I've got so much other fantastic stuff. I really can't afford to have that 8 minutes missing in the beginning. And again, this other 5 to 7 minutes. Hey, there we go. There's my mom's in the house. She made it. All right. Good deal. Thank you so much. All righty. Hopefully everybody else will follow your lead, Mom, and just like everybody else that did show up so far, because I want to continue on with this next final thing with regard to this final bingo bonus winner, because we currently have 4, and I want to get 5. So let's see what we say. 51A and 51B. 51A, 51B. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was like, what? Yeah, you're right. Promote us. There we go. Yep, we're back. Yep, yes, sir, we're back. We haven't done anything yet. We're still kind of waiting on everybody to kind of get into move in from episode the first theater where part 1 of this episode was playing before all the power went out, and now we're just waiting everybody to kind of use the bathroom, get more popcorn, move into this theater, and kind of move into watching the rest of the show because we do have a lot of stuff going on. But we had probably 20-something folks in that last one right before the power cut down, so that could have been a YouTube thing. Maybe they were like, oh, this guy's getting way too popular. Don't worry, YouTube, that's not a problem. So anyway, at least not today, it's not. But I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Oh, hilarious. All right, so we'll give this another minute or two. And then we're going to get into some other shenaniganery. As a matter of fact, what I might go ahead and do with you guys that you are here, might as well go ahead and entice you. Like I said, I have plenty of jokes, and I still have a couple words of the Dave, which I have not done a word of the Dave yet. So I think it's probably a good idea that maybe we move into doing that. And as soon as I can find out what button I use to put that on, I will find it. Here we go. All right. So who else? We got anybody back in here? Okay. So we're going to jump into a little word of the Dave action. These are going to be aviation related. And the one for this particular hour is coming up now. So into aviation related word of the Dave. So the aviation word of the day for today, or at least the first one, is stacked. Stacked. Who knows what stacked is? No, it's not the lady you saw at the bar on Friday night. It is when planes circling an airport in a holding pattern due to congestion or for some other reason, normally weather. And that is what is stacked. That's right. And that is our first aviation related word of the day. I hope you liked it. All right. Let's get back to this game. So you learned a little something today. All right. Boom. I already learned a little something. And Randy B said, hey, how about a joke or a word? We just threw out a word. I think it's time, if we continue on with what Randy's looking for, I think it's time we do a joke. So who is all up for that? And let's see who is in fact, let's see which button I got this on. Who is in fact ready for, what does this button do? What does this button do? That's a good thing to say. All right, here we go. I think it's time for some, just for you, Randy, a joke of the day. That's right, joke of the day, everybody. All right, so here we go with joke of the day. All right. So, 2 engineering students meet on campus one day. The first engineer calls out to the other, hey, nice bike. Where'd you get it? Well, I was walking to class the other day when this pretty young girl rides up on this bike. She jumps off, takes off all of her clothes, and says to me, you can have anything you want. So I took her bicycle. Good choice, says the first. Her clothes wouldn't have fit you anyway. And there we go, folks. That is a joke of the day. Or at least one of the first ones today. Never said they were good. Just said they were free. That's right, everyone. There, as long as they're free, they're fine. Adam Losers in the hoose. All right. EQ, he did make it back. Nice. All right. Hopefully some of the other folks will also make it. I know some of those other folks may have been just like, oh, I guess he's done. Which I was not, and it will be their loss. They do not come back. All right, so let's see. We'll see if we can get anybody else in here, because we had like Matt M in the house. Hey, there's EQ in there. Yeah, we had Matt M in there. We had all kinds of folks in there. So we'll see if they decide to try to make it back. And because, don't push that button again. Wild Bill's in the house. Wild Bill, I was just saying that earlier. I did not actually even push a button. I don't know what happened. I think YouTube just said, this guy's enough of this guy. Enough of this guy. I'm still coming, YouTube. I'm still coming. All right, but Wild Bill, good to see you, sir. Wild Bill. Do love yelling out some Wild Bill. Tuck Hill RC is in the house. Cheers to all. Hey, Tuck Hill, good to see you, sir. I thought about you last weekend when I bought that huge Optera, because I remember having to hand launch your huge Optera when you bought it at the Bigfoot event, and I loved that plane back at that time, and so I went ahead and jumped on one myself, and yep, as soon as I can throw it myself, That'll be fun to fly. Although I do have some really neat ideas coming up for that bad boy, but that's in another set of videos coming out in the future. So Boss 223 is also in the house. All right, good deal. Here we are. All right, and it even seems like we have some of the man. I hope Shadow Ops comes back, because a lot of these jokes I know he'll like as well. He may have just been like, yeah, Dave. But I'm glad that the rest of you did not do that. You're like, hey, what happened? We've been cheated. We want more Dave. How do we do that? And you found me, so thank you. So thank you on that. So the final thing we left off, and we'll go ahead and just throw it in here now too, because I want to get this final bingo thing going, because I got to get to this bingo list, because that's big news, and then I got to get to this bingo wheel, because of course that's always fun. And you guys hey, Paul Ballard made it back over here. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it. Thanks for finding me for part 2 of episode 51. You only missed a joke, Paul, but you can go back and watch that later on the thing. But you guys can talk amongst yourself about whether or not the 8-ball needs to play a part in tonight's bingo's affairs. But at this point, I wanted to go ahead and throw this back out there. So I'm going to go and put my stars in the chickadee chat. And here was the question that I had left off on before everything went black. And this question is, out of the 5 senses that you are born with, what is one I was not? Stars are in the chat. So anybody gets their first answer in after that will be our final double bonus bingo potential winner. And tonight, in episode 51, that's a bigger thing than it's been in the other episodes, let me tell you. And you're going to see why here in just a second. As soon as somebody else, EQRC nails it with smell. That's right, EQ. I have no sense of smell. I have what's known as congenital anosmia. That's right. That means I always win the fart game. Also means I have extra smoke detectors all over the house. So EQ, all right. So we're going to go ahead and round out that 5 guest potential winners here, because that's exciting stuff. Now, speaking of that, let's go ahead and jump into why that's so exciting. All right, so let me find this thing. All right, here it is. So let me show you what it is. Take out this bingo list and see where your name is. Oh, you see, there's some blank spots. What have I done? Well, I can tell you what I've done. I've gone through and I've erased some of these folks I haven't seen here in a while. But their loss is your gain. And why is that? Because all of my double bingo bonus winners right now for this show get to choose one additional number to be their number for tonight. Here's that list again. So feel free to put your answers in there. We've got Shadow Ops. Now, Shadow Ops needs to show back up to make this count for him. Then we've got Randy Hardy, who also needs to show back up. Then we got Jude, Luke, and EQRC. So take a look at the list. See what there's a blank spot. Put in the comment what spot you want on top of the spot you already got. It's like the making of a song I should work on. I'm going to make a bingo song, I think. Spots. Oh, you can't see EQ. Damn phone. You know you should be watching me on a big screen. Just enough shouts out. He wants G53. So Jude, you are honorary G53 tonight as well, my man. All right. Who else? You other guys out there. Now we got Luke. So Promotus. I don't think Promotus made it back. And then we got EQ. So it's really just you and EQ, it looks like, at this point, Jude. Paul Ballard, your name is gone. Are you sure, Paul? And if it is, Paul, just let me know. I don't remember taking your name off, because I know I've seen you in some of my stuff lately. But if that is in fact a case, Paul, if you happen to remember what number you had, you can tell me. And if not, if you're in the chat tonight, I'll wait for these guys to pick these numbers, and I'll let you pick one yourself. How's that? Boss223 says G40. Boss, you're not in here for double bingo. Promoters to J. All right, there's Luke. All right, there he goes. He wants G53, which is the one that Jude picked, so you got to pick another one. EQ wants 20. All right, so that would be I-20. And Promotus now wants... he still wants G53. Promotus, you got to pick another one. You got to pick another one. And Paul, as soon as I don't see that Shadow Ops or Randy Hardy are popping back in here just yet. So if that's the case, Paul will be able to let you just pick a number tonight, my friend, and we'll get you on there. Don't worry. That's why there's a few extra spots too, in case somebody new showed up. Sorry, Primo already got it. Yep, sure did. So just pick a. Primo already got it. Oh, Promotus has already got G53. Is that what you're saying? No, Jude picked G53 first. All right. Hey, there's Litz. Good to see you, sir. We were talking about you earlier, as a matter of fact. So Promotus is going with G56. All right. All right. So we only have Randy Hardy and Shadow Ops. Oh, I get it, Paul. You don't get on too much. Okay, man. Well, if you want to, you're on tonight. So looks like we've got some numbers available. How about, you know what, Paul? For you, buddy, how about we go B1? How about we throw you up with old B1? Does that sound good? Right off the top. Number 1. Can't miss it. How's that sound? All right. And then I do not see Randy Hardy or Shadow Ops popping back in. So if that's the case, let me just scroll up, make sure I didn't miss them. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, Randy. No, that's Randy B. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Meow, meow. Oh, there's Randy. No, that's Randy B again. All right, so I don't see Shadow Ops or Randy Hardy back in just yet, so that's fine. We will push on without those cats if they happen to show up. We will let them pick another number as well. But that was one of the things I wanted to do. So not only are you a double bonus winner, you have double chances to win. All right, here we go. And speaking of that, hey, let's get into some bingo. Why don't we? Why don't we get into some bingo? I know I haven't had a chance to talk about some of the things I want to talk about yet, but we'll get there. We've still got some time. So let's get into that biggity bingo action. Let me see if I've got my sound effects going here. And can I pull my sound effects off and do bingo at the same time? It's testy. Oh, hey, that worked. I did hear the bingo sound. Did that work? Bingo. That's too loud. Wow, that was too much. Bingo. That's better. Goodness gracious. All right. So we're going to go ahead and got the old rubber band on there, of course. So we're going to go ahead and give it a swing. I don't see where anybody is like, yes, please involve the 8-ball. So here's the deal. If we don't get any winners out of, let's see, we pull 6 a night. So if we don't get any winners by 4, I'm bringing out the 8-ball. All right. All right. So let's get into this. All right. Here we go. We're going to release the little rubber band to McJugle. All right. And then we're going to go to bingo cam and we're going to go drum roll. Dang it. All right. Here's the first one. We are looking at G50. A G50 is the number tonight. And who is at G50? And that would be TNRC Pilot. TNRC Pilot, who happened to actually be in the original stream, part 1 of episode 51. I do not think that he has made it into this second one. He was probably one of the ones that was like, well, I guess he's gone. Gene, you should have tried to find me out on the second playing of this particular one episode because you just won, my man. You just won. TNRC Pilot is G50, and he is not here. Bummer. All right. And he was in the other stream because I even said, hey, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. So just know, folks, in the future, if for some reason my stream in the middle of my show just goes, just know I'm going to try to do exactly what I did right here. Just try to throw another one up and call it part 2. So be looking for that because you may miss out on us calling your name if you don't try to find the show. Just like Gene from TNRC. Bye. All righty. Hey, there we go. Hey, stand up so we can see that shirt. Here we go. Tag. You don't need to stand there. So you just take a look at it. Crash or build, fly, crash or rebuild. Yep. So let's see. Build that one. I've crashed that one. I've rebuilt that one. And I need to fly that one again. So there you go, sir. Crash, fly, build, fly, crash, repeat, rebuild. Yep, that's it. Hey, Litz is in the house. There he is. All right. Oh, you're already in here, so good. And again, thank you for being here. And Litz, I think we were talking about it earlier because I think you said that you have a second channel, which I don't know that I've got a second sub. And I'll sub to you if you sub to me, so it's fine. So anyway, because we're on that push for 1,000. Trying to get to that 1,000. And it only benefits you because you may win a free plane. I've done it before, and by gosh, I will do it again. Give away planes for no reason other than to make you happy, which ultimately makes me happy. Spread the love. All right. Well, while we're at it, and I think the bingo is still pretty hot, and we're getting close to the end of that first hour, and I should have done this 3 times by now. Let's do again. All right. I've already given it a pretty decent jostle, so I'm just going to start it here and give it one more swirl. All right. Here we go. Here's another one. All righty. This one is I-28. I-28 is Snow Valley RC. Is snow in the house? No, I don't think so. Dang it, snow. Do I have anything that goes along with that not being a thing? Like, oh yeah. There we go. And every time somebody doesn't win, it is awkward. What is it? Awkward. That's right. And when they do win, what is it? Awesome. That's right. Paul Ballard would like to break 50 subs. Paul, we can help you with that. All of your friends here in the YouTube nation can help you with that, friend. Tell us what number you want to get to. I'm trying to get my friends to help me get to 1,000. That's only 50 away. So, no snow what? No snow. Can you believe it? No snow. No snow, too hot. I guess so. Totally possible. He's clearly not here. Or maybe it's just really, really nice wherever he is, and he's flying, which is what he should be doing if it's super nice where you are right now. Unless you're just super dying to see what kind of crazy shenanigans I'm going to get up to. All right, so speaking of that push for 1,000. Push for 1,000. And the whole quiz thing. If you're in this stream, you're going to have a leg up because I'm about to give you one of the questions, and I'm going to give you the answer, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about. So make sure you get your notepad ready to go. Keep it off to the side. Post-it notes, whatever. So that when it's time to take the 1,000 sub quiz, boom, you're ready to go. But I'm going to show you what the first RC plane was that I ever bought back in the day. And it was a ready-to-fly model. And what was it? Why, it was this little Focke-Wulf right here. This is the FMS 800mm Focke-Wulf F190. And it's a little cutie. And this is back before I think I was really doing much in the way of filming. I think there may be some film out there somewhere on this, but you can see it's got... it's already broken and stuff. So the first flight went absolutely horrible. Why? Well, because A, you don't buy these types of planes as your first planes when you don't know how to fly. And 2, well, I just wasn't a very experienced pilot at the time. Hadn't even done any simulator work. I just figured that it was ready to fly, so that meant that it should be easy to fly. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. So anyway, if you see this on a quiz in the future, what plane was my first plane I ever bought? There she is. And it goes beautifully up there with the 800mm FMS Corsair. Those two look great. As a matter of fact, this was on the ceiling, but it fell off. Probably during one of the heavy windstorms and stuff that we had going on here. So nonetheless, there's that. And there's an answer for you. So make sure you keep a note on that. Especially if you want to win that free sweet plane. Of course you do. Who does? Jude said he had that one and loved it. Oh, man. I wish I knew you when I tried to fly this thing in the first place. It probably is a fantastic flyer. As a matter of fact, the Corsair is probably a fantastic flyer too. But I'm a big Corsair fan and have no interest in flying it because of the way that this one looks. So anyway, there's that. So that may be on a quiz in the future. EQRC, try to find the 800. Yep. Yes, try to find the 800 millimeter FMS 0. I bet that's a cool little plane. Probably also just as hard to fly. All right, so that was another one of those bonus things. Here we are, top of the hour. And being at the top of the hour, well, I guess we're sort of running a little bit behind. And because of that, I guess it's time for bingo. All right, let's do bingo one more time. Shoot up, what up? Sure, let's do it. We got ourselves a cozy little show here, so let's do bingo one more time. So here goes that list one more time for you. And just to give you the heads up, the extra bonuses here are the folks that are going to get some extra bonus here. We've got Paul Ballard at B1, who's getting on the list here because I guess he got taken off. We got Jude also picking up G53 along with his number. Luke from Promotus picking up from G56 on top of his number. And then EQRC, who's also picking up I-20. All right. So there we go. So we're going to go and do a little bingo count here. I'm going to go ahead and do the old rubber band the door shut thing so I can get some jostlication. Want to get him really on that jostled side. All right. That's how we do it. All right, let's do the drums. Oh, those are bongos. Still drums, but not exactly what I was looking for here. I was looking for the other drums. Oh, what happened there? We have ourselves a skipper. All right, so this is the one that's supposed to come out. And this is the one over here that did come out. So we may have ourselves a bonus. All right, but this one is Paul Ballard. This is B2. B2, which is Tug Hill RC. Is Tug Hill still in the house? Tug Hill, are you still in the house? Tug Hill, are you in the house? Shadow Ops is back. All right, good deal, Shadow. I got something for you. We're just doing a little shout out for Tug Hill, because hopefully he's still in the house because he just won bingo. Yeah, Tug's in the house. Sure he is. All right, Tug, there we go. Congratulations. All right, Tug Hill, you are in the house. And Tug Hill, what do we have for you today, sir? Oh, that's pretty cool. Tug Hill, you, my man, are going to win some sweet old stickers. That's right. You get yourself a couple of American flag skull stickers. Don't mind the price. Because it's free to you. That's right, Tug Hill. You know how you win that. You go ahead and send me your address. And do you only just win this? Do you just win this? No, that's not what we do here. You win this, and you win the multi-tool from Atlanta Hobby. That's right. This sweet little tool, which is super hard to get out. And it's got boom, got their little logo on there, and it's tough choice. Got a little diagram on there, tells you about that. So you get that as well. And you also will walk away with, you will also walk away with some of those fantastic Gave It Yourself stickers from the sticker app. That's right. You get the big 3-inch clear one you put on your glass or planes and stuff. And then you get that 2-inch hologram job. Yeah, from sticker app. That's right. You got that coming too, Tug. So congratulations, Tug Hill. Our first bingo winner for tonight. Very nice. Hope that does not stop. Let's keep those bonus bingo winners going. I'm going to leave this one out for display purposes. All right, we're going to move the bonus ball over here because we're going to do that one last. All right, so we have one winner in the first hour. So congratulations to Tug Hill. Thank you so much, sir. And like I said, please just send me your address to the David Yourself channel at gmail.com. And I greatly appreciate that. And I'll get that to you, sir. All right, so what else we got going on? Okay, so we got Shadow Ops back in the house, right? All right, Shadow. So this is one of the things I was doing with the folks that were the double bonus bingo winners. You are also going to get a chance to pick one additional number on top of your own number. So let me throw this bingo list at you now that you're in here. Take a look. All right. Now, let me tell you, B1 is already taken by Paul Ballard. You got G53 is already taken by Just Enough RC. And you got G56, which has been taken by Promotus. And you got I-20, which has been taken by Eric Quinn. So anything else that's empty, you can also choose as your number for tonight. Shadow Ops. And we're about to do another bingo here shortly. So hopefully, hopefully that will be something of promise. Good stuff. All right, so think about that. Let me get back to that a little bit there. Go ahead and screenshot that real quick, Shadow Ops, so I can go ahead and get back to this. So 3, 2, 1, and it's my beautiful face again. Good stuff. First, Adam Hoosier, first bingo winner in a couple of episodes. Yes, Adam, you are right, which is why I'm releasing the Smoke Kraken. Because, yes, we are on fire. We are on fire tonight. So good stuff. So think about that, Shadow Ops, because we'll be doing some of those here shortly. But now it is time for me to get into some other things. All right. Here we go. Let's see. So I wanted to talk about the new subs, which I did do that. So that's good stuff. I have 3 videos coming still for you. So let's think about that. That's pretty great. Because I was talking about that Optera earlier. And speaking of that Optera, like I said, I wanted to do some things such as Shadow Ops 66. You're good with 66? All right. So whatever number that is, you are good with 66, he says. Okay. All right. And then the only one we're waiting on is Randy Hardy. But to be honest, I don't think Randy was actually back in the stream either. I think he just got in there to get that name in there first. So nonetheless, what I was talking about was that that Optera, of course, that thing's a beast, and the big 2.0 meter. So I'm going to strip that thing down and paint it and do all kinds of stuff. But what you guys did not get a chance to see was, well, how it flew. Because you did get a chance to see my first maiden when I was at the Alabama there. You got a chance to see that F-18, and here she is right there. Boom! Now it's got the landing gear down because I finally put a battery in it. So and they're still there, so bonus. So you did get a chance to see that, and I appreciate everybody watching that video. Thank you so much. That one's doing pretty well. Hey, RC Roland. Hey, Greg. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. That must be foggy in Atlanta. Not just here. Especially when you got one of these little ridiculous buttons. A little tiny antenna. It's so funny, and the lights. But it does make it fun to shoot the laser beam through there. Yeah. Anyway. So yes, it is just such a hot show. It's so hot. Such a hot show. That's why it's smoky in here. So anyway, so yes, we've got that. So we did talk about that, but so I was going to do something really, really cool with the Optera, but you did not get a chance to see me maiden that. Well, until right now. All right, so we're going to try to fly this big old Optera 2-point meter. See how this goes. Here we go. It sounded weak. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, man, you can try it. Thanks.
I never could launch it by myself.
Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Just tell me when.
Am I throttling it up while you've got it, or are you going to throw it and then I throttle it?
Yeah, throw it and throttle it.
Okay.
Don't want my
Hang on. Let me make sure I got full throttle there. Okay. All right, man. 3, 2, 1.
Is something fun?
I don't know. I don't think so. Let's try one more time. Huh?
Let's see.
Is the safe even working? Okay, yeah. Safe working.
All right, well, throw it back this way toward the hill. And since that's kind of the way the wind's coming, and we'll try to take.
About this way?
Yeah. Yeah, just throw her up. Thanks, ma'am.
Looking good. That is a big one. How's it feel?
It's all right.
Pretty
My,
stable?
my knees are a little on the shaky side. But
Ah, you're good. Things float? It's a drain. Yeah, it's just float. He's okay.
I'm full speed though.
Yeah, it's not a speedster.
Well, yeah, he is.
It'll glide forever. Oh, you're full.
Now I'm about.
3/4.
Yeah. Let's go down about half skis. See what he does.
Literally don't even change.
I think they're over Shelby County now. I think you just passed
Here's no stick.
you just passed
It dives pretty good.
Mm.
So I guess I need to move that battery back some more.
You wanna come in and try to land it? And we'll move it back because you still got
You think
much
it
time.
goes heavy?
Well, it's just like as soon as I take my hands off the stick, it comes down a little bit.
Landing it, it'll literally, you gotta cut the power like over there. It's crazy.
Like that Radian.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a radius.
maybe even more.
Probably because of that big one.
Okay, I'm gonna go 3 mistakes high and see what this does.
Lifting herself and everything else.
It is a big one. A roll, alright, cool.
All right, so the safe does work. I was worried it wasn't gonna come out of that roll.
I know it's slow, ain't it? It does pretty quick loops.
Right in front of us. Moo, Zaki. Throttle cut. Click. Test it. Nice. Maiden number 2 today. 222.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed watching your comments, throttle and stuff. Yeah, to be honest, that first time that Garrett actually threw it, my thumb did hit the throttle and it did power back down. So that was my bad on that one. But did get to manage to obviously get that up in the air. And that thing is a monster bird. So I can see putting some landing gear on that's going to be fun, and I can see painting that thing's going to be fun. So get ready for that, and putting an FPV pilot in that thing is going to be awesome as well. So guys, get ready and stick around for that because that ought to be pretty cool stuff. So I hope you guys like that video there. Hey, Deuces Wild is in the house. Thank you so much, Deuces, for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Sorry you weren't part of the After Dinner with Dave part 1 of show 51, which went about, I don't know, 20 minutes before it just killed out. So this is actually part 2 of the same stream. So I'll have to put the links in there for everybody to be able to put these two together. But nonetheless, just hope the other guys that did not come back, such as TNRC and some of those other guys like Jet Tech Don, hope they don't realize that, like, oh crap, there was another one. We missed it. I appreciate you guys being here. And while you are here, just like with the previous show that we were trying to run, if you don't mind giving it the old thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. In doing so, come on in a little closer. Let's talk about some other stuff. So, okay, so I wanted to talk about that. You guys got a chance to see that. I have a couple more videos coming for you, so get ready for that. But you know what probably is? It's probably past this now at this point. As a matter of fact, I'm positive that it's past this point. Hey, what point is that I'm talking about, everybody? That's right. It is time for a joke of the Dave. That's right, everybody. All right, so let me get into my jokes of the Dave here. Get this together so that I have this right. All right, here we go. All right, here's joke of the Dave number two. A farmer is concerned that all three of his daughters are going on a date tonight. He decided he'll greet them, each man who shows up tonight, with his shotgun in hand to show who's the boss. The first man to ring the doorbell greets the farmer with, "Hi, my name is Joe, and I'm here for Flo, and we're going to see a show. Is she ready to go?" The farmer likes this fellow and sends Joe and Flo off. The second man to show up says, "Hello, I'm Eddie, and I'm looking for Betty, and we're going to eat some spaghetti. Is she ready?" The farmer decides this guy's okay too, so off they go. The third man rings the doorbell and says, "Hey, my name is Chuck." The farmer shoots him. And that, in fact, folks, is a joke of the day. That's right. Never said that they would be awesome, just that they would be free. That's right. So don't show up if your name is Chuck. That's joke of the day. Number dos. Eating birthday dinner here. Oh, EQ. Nice. Shadow Ops' birthday today. Happy birthday to the Shadow to the Ops. Congratulations, sir. I can't believe you're watching my show while you're eating birthday dinner. But hopefully everything will settle anyway. Just as well. Hey, how you doing, sir? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I think I said hello to you earlier as well. But if not, hello again, my friend. So there we go. All right, so good stuff there. So that's second joke of the day. Still got two more of those beauties coming. So get your tissues and get ready to do some ab workouts because your stomach's going to hurt. Or not. All right, so that's second joke of the day. What else do I got going on this agenda? Because, now that we've got the show that's part A and part B, let me see what goes where now. Let's see. All right, so we talked about that. We sure did the Optera Maiden. Still got a couple other things going. Do have another word of the Dave coming, so that's coming for you. Let's see. Talked about my first plane. That'll be a quiz question. Oh, yeah. I wanted to show you guys a little controller DIY action. Sort of. All right, so have you guys ever seen these things? Whoosh. You ever seen these things? These little suction cup, phone clip, jobby madoogers? Right? Well, if you've ever had one of those, and say you have a controller like this, and you don't want to paper tape and glue it at the top, one of those things works really great when you stick them here. Doesn't get in the way of the trigger. And with a little help for some tape deduct. Yeah, these are the kind of things that can hold your phone. So here's a nice little DIY for you. Look for these things. I think this one was at Big Lots. I don't know, $5, $6, something like that. It's strong as all get out. But yeah, just tape it onto the dang camera, onto the controller like that with some duct tape across the base. Stick your phone in, jam, and then controller's right there, no problem. Not gonna mess with the steering wheel. Or if you want, stick it on top. Duct tape don't care, right? Stick it on top just fine too. But there's a great opportunity for car controllers, radio controllers, whatever else. But along those lines, maybe a radio controller doesn't have a spot this big on top. Well, I did happen to also find something along this line, which is pretty freaking sweet. I think also at Big Lots, but it's one of these little jobs. It's got a little clip job. You just spin it loose, and then the clip opens up, and then it holds your phone. But something like this could clip real easy on the. You know what? I have my. Let me see. Try not to make a huge awfully mess with this. Here we go. Buzzing. Here's a good choice. All right. This is a real flight controller, of course. But check this out. Slap something like that on there like this. Tighten that bad boy down. Bam. Look at that. Now you got a phone. Oh. Tighten it down a little tighter, but you get the point. But there you go. Phone holder. And let me go ahead and throw a phone in it just so you can show what we got going on here. Show you how great these things are. So when you happen to be, my point is that when you happen to go into Dollar General or you want to go to, look at that, boom, now I got a phone on my controller from Super Simple. I think this thing was $6. So when you're going to places and you want to have that little extra view, like sometimes like I do, you see my controller on my thing, because of course I point like this, which just so you know, when Garrett flies, he does not do that. He points to the ground. So having him film doing this, but having something simple to be able to turn the controller into a phone holder, don't overlook these things next time you go into Big Lots or something like that. There's always, hey, Jet Tech Don, there you go, sir. I'm glad you found us again. Thank you so much, sir. But yeah, so there's something else I was just thinking the other day. Like, you know what? It's another great little thing that you can just really buy and just stick it on a controller, stick it on air vents in your car or whatever. Yeah, so two great options there for that type of thing. And that being the case, oh, for some reason my phone turned off. That being the case, I'm adding both of these items, actually all three of these items, to the Bingo Box. That's right. So one of you winners tonight may get a chance to win one. We'll see. All right. So keep that in mind. So anyway, just something to throw out there. My brain works a little different sometimes, so you guys might see them all the time. But like, hey, I see those all the time, and I never thought to do that. Well, you're welcome. So there you go. So what else? RC would do a demonstration video on how to use paper tape and hot glue. Oh, you know what? That's a great idea, Greg. That is a great idea. I think I have done some paper tape stuff before, but never really specifically like, hey, this is how to put a camera on a plane, blah, blah. Because I just did that on the Aero Scout when we were flying that. Did it to the bottom of this big boy. We flew this. You can see this back here on the stand here. But, of course, we gave this a shiggity shout while we were there in Birmingham. So these tires are a little balder than they were. And as you can see, the jet is still in one piece because it was glued back together. But don't want to spoil anything for you. But anyway, and of course, it's a little extra yellow because it's still covered in pollen because goodness gracious, the pollen. But yeah, so hey, KBRC. Hey, Collar. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yes, Greg, that's a great idea. I am going to do that, sir. I think that's a fantastic idea. I'm going to do one of those videos coming up, sir, and I'm going to make sure that I shout you out as well that, hey, Greg Rowland wanted me to do this, so here we are. Check out his channel, just like everybody else here. Check out the channel. YouTube, but because beat the heat instead of 300 for new getting receiver, only paid 150. Drone reviewer flew it for a few. Okay, nice. And again, happy birthday to Shadow Ops. See if you haven't given him a thumbs up or a shout out for that, please do. And if you haven't given me a thumbs up so far, please do. Not a requirement, just a request. Always nice to get that kind of stuff. And let's bring it in a little closer. There we go. All right, so what else do we have going on here? I know I have a few other things worth chatting about. And like I said, we may go over just a little bit only because I missed out on the first 8 minutes and then, of course, the other however many minutes between part A and part B of the show. This is the first show that I've ever had to do a part A and part B on. Could be a quiz question. Just saying. Something to think about. If you want to be a part of that 1,000 sub push. And like I said, we're on that push for 1,000. Push that 1,000. Trying to get to it. You guys know how you can make that happen. You can, if you want to be a part of the 1,000 part draw where I pick one of these planes off the wall behind me and then give it to you for free, well, then you need to make sure that you comment on any of my videos, 1,000. And then go ahead and let me know that you want to be a part of that. If you want your name in the hat more, you get other people to subscribe and comment in the video that you got them to subscribe. They do not need to say 1,000. Just that you got them to subscribe. All right. So I have gotten a few replies. I think I have like 4 or 5 replies so far from folks that are interested in being in the 1,000 sub drawing. So if you are, make sure that you let me know by watching any of my videos, preferably an earlier one, but it doesn't matter. I'm not biased. I just want to give some of the older ones some love. Plus, it's kind of funny if you look at some of my older videos, just like it is with anybody else's videos, but it's funny to look at some of the earlier videos like, so this is where he started. Hadn't gotten far since. So anyway, just comment on any of my videos that you want 1,000. I'll know you want to be in the drawing, and then here, as we get a little bit closer, we'll probably start, putting out some more words about that. All right. So let's see. So we talked about that, talked about Jeff's video of Scott's Way. I wanted to talk about EQRC. Eric, I know you guys have been watching his videos here lately. If you haven't, what's your problem? But he's, for one, I would love to and hate to be one of his neighbors because he's always testing these super bright, super loud jets out in his driveway at night. And for me, I think that'd be awesome. But of course, if I were not in this hobby and have been one of his neighbors, I'd be like, oh, there's Eric again. But I'm sure you've seen Eric. He just seems like such a super cool dude that I doubt too many people have too much problem with him. And it's not like he's flying him in the cul-de-sac or anything crazy. But his lights that he's put on those things, the fiery booties and ring lights and everything he's put on there, man, I can tell you one thing. I wish I lived next to Eric Quinn. I could get into a lot of RC shenanigans with that cat, let me tell you. So Eric, congratulations to you and all the fantastic stuff you've been putting in there. Now you've got one of Jude's FPV pilots. You're going to be putting that into something. I mean, come on, dude. Our brains can only handle so much awesomeness, bro. Okay, I'm speaking for myself here, but do it anyway. Do it anyway. I'll clean up the mess later. Dutch Love is in the house. Hey, Dutch Love, good to see you. Jet Tech Don's in the house as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys making it back over from part 1 of episode 51. After Dinner with Dave, the RC Variety Show. Yeah, at least that's what I call it. All right, so we're going to go just a few minutes late. I know we're nowhere near ending time here, but I'm just letting you know we're going to go a few minutes late, like 8 minutes late, maybe. We'll see. Maybe I can trim a little fat around the edges, but we'll see. And again, so we were talking about that push for 1,000. So just as another visual reminder, we're on a push for 1,000 here at the Dave It Yourself channel. So do what you can to help make that happen, because that would make you awesome. Speaking of that, where are my sound effects? There, my phone turned off or something. And is this thing still on? I don't think so. I think that turned off too. Did everything just power off at some point in time and I wasn't looking? What the heck happened? It is still Sunday, right? All right, because everything's been... There we go. All right, at least that's back. Jet Tech. All right. So Jet Tech Don's in the house as well. All right, so let's get back into a little bit of a closer cam scenario. And what else are we talking about here? Let's see. I still have a couple more videos for you. Still got another aviation-related word of the day. What the heck? I think we jump into that. I think we learn something, and then we get ready to do some more laughing. You good with that? I think we're good with that. All right, so we're going to do another aviation-related word of the Dave. And here we go with that aviation word of the Dave, and that word is George. George. I know you guys are like, what? George. What? How can that be an aviation term? Well, according to my research, it is an automatic pilot system. George is an automatic pilot system. According to my research, I may be totally wrong. If Aerospace Matters Shadow Ops, well, Shadow Ops is in here, so if that is wrong, trust me, he'll let us know. But if not, that is the second aviation-related word of the day. Thank you so much for those. Oh, that's the wrong picture to put there. Funny-sounding words. Well, George technically is a funny-sounding aviation word. So there you go. So there you go. Those are the two aviation-related word of the days today. What was the first one? Who can remember? It's a toughie. I'm not going to quiz you right now. That'll be something for later on. And Jet Tech shouting out to everybody. And thank you so much. Deuces Wild, thank you so much again for being here. Mike SSI did shout out Autopilot. Boom. Mike, if I was giving away prizes, you'd be winning one right now on that one. Because you're right, sir. Which now, this is kind of a funny thought if you think about it. Was that the name of the pilot in Airplane, the inflatable pilot? Is his name George? I don't know. Who does know what that pilot's name is? I don't, so there's no way I can check that without having to Google it. But that is something funny to think about. All right, so what else we got here? Oh, that's too wide. I was just showing you guys, but that's too wide. All right, so there we go. So there's that. And let's see, what else did I wanted to talk about? Like I said, I got a couple more video things. Oh, yeah, you know what we're going to do right after we got out of that word of the day? Duh, we're going to laugh some more. I mean, probably not. Maybe. But screw it. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So you know what that means? That means that it is time for a joke of the day. This will be number 3 for the day. So if you guys haven't caught the first two, I don't know what to tell you. But here we go. This is Joke of the Day number 3. And it goes as follows. A farmer was disturbed when he found out his boy Little Johnny was masturbating several times a day out in the barn. Boy, you got to quit that. Go out and find yourself a wife. So Little Johnny went out and found himself a pretty young girl to whom he got married. But a week or so after the wedding, the farmer found Little Johnny touching himself again. You crazy boy, he yelled. Your wife Emily is a fine young gal. I know, Papa, Little Johnny replied, but her arm gets tired sometimes. And that is our third joke of the day. Never said they'd be awesome. I always said they'd be free. Nice. Oh yeah, we still got one more of those coming for you, so if you didn't spit all over yourself with that one, wait for the last one. So there we go. That is our joke of the day, and that was funny enough. That's right. Need an applause for that one. We'll take it. All right. So what other things do I have on my notes list? Because, we're getting there. I'd still have a couple videos. Like I said, I got a couple good stuff coming. So that we'll probably play one of those here in just a second, because I know you like it. But let's see here. So this, talked about that. Yep, did that. Check. Did that. Check. Did that. Chickadee check. Bingo. Yep. Felt. Oh, yep. Got that coming. Got that coming still. Shout outs. Yep. Push for it. Yep. Smell. Yep. Okay. All right. So I got most of that stuff taken care of there. Now, here's one of the other things I wanted to show you. We had quite a lot of fun there at the Morris, Alabama, Birmingham RC Airfield Association, AMA number 100, which is actually pretty sweet. Oh no, Deuces Wild's got himself a comment in here. There once was a girl named Jill who used a stick of dynamite for a thrill. They found her vagina in North Carolina, but bits of her tits in Brazil. You can't laugh at that stuff. It just encourages it. Damn it, I'm encouraging him. I'm an enabler. Oh well, too late. Already enabled you. I guess you'll just have to continue to do it. Oh, so funny, so funny. So anyway, so we were having a bunch of other fun stuff there at the Morris Airfield. And some of the things where we were flying those F-15s, of course, just like you see here. Garrett was there. He was flying the F-15 that I sold him back at the Birmingham Bigfoot event, which he is wrecked, I think, 3 or 4 times and glued it back together with paper tape and hot glue. Nice. And it's still got the David Yourself stickers on it and still flies. But it was him and Promotus, and they were both racing through the. They have a guy there named Ryan who does a lot of the FPV racing drone stuff. And so he had his gates out there. So Promotus and Garrett being Garrett thought that they'd go ahead and try to do some of that. Well, I wasn't there to get a chance to film that myself, but my buddy Terry was, and this is what he caught.
Yeah, don't tell me to duck or turn my back at least. All right. What came off of it? Here comes Garrett. Threw it. Here comes Garrett. Threw it. Here comes Luke. Whoop. Wing strike, but he recovered. Luke's in the lead. Garrett's behind him. Nope, Luke aborted. Here comes Garrett. Through. Yeah. Here comes Luke. Fort. Comes Garrett. Oh! Tried to taxi through it. That's the end.
Go!
Comes Garrett.
All right. Was that nuts or what? Flying F-15s and these 64 millimeters through those racing gates. Awesome. Awesome. The fact that those guys could even pull that off, amazing. Garrett, that F-15, I'm sure it's back together already. Literally, that was the 4th time he had crashed it that day. So I'm not worried about that thing. That is the best $75 he ever spent, because that's what I sold it to him for. That thing has been glued together, put together, and he flew it every time, all the time, even when he wrecked it. So even had his dad Keith fly it a little bit there. So that thing has been around, and it has made it through its round, and Garrett has put it through its paces. But I tell you, that glue, it just keeps on coming back. So it's good stuff. So very, 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 very fun. And thank you so much to Terry for catching that on his iPhone there and being able to let me have that footage. So that was fantastic, so that I can show that to you guys. Because like I said, I didn't get a chance to. I was working on this project, as a matter of fact, and I heard it happen, but I didn't get a chance to see it myself. So thank you so much for that. Very, very fun. Just like some of the other things that we were doing, which I do have some more video of this coming out. But not only was I trying to do the jet launching from the Arma Felony here and trying to land back on the Arma Felony, but I had other Aeroscout things as well. Aeroscout was the one that came in the box that I had shipped. I've got it right over here at the side. Excuse me. But so we were doing the streamer, jousting with that, trying to cut the streamers. We were doing balloon pop, trying to pop balloons with the Aeroscout, and of course just flying and trying to land in the middle circle, and just flying in the super high winds with the Aeroscout. Like I said last week, if you don't have an Aeroscout, that is the all to take it no matter what the weather is played, because that thing can handle it, and it is a fun super bird. So I've got a bunch of videos coming for that kind of stuff coming up as well. So look forward to that coming to the channel soon. I just did not get a chance to go through that because, as I mentioned to Jeff in my when I was in his stream on Thursday, I think it was, I have 142 different videos from just the action that I tried to capture. So I finally got everything looked at and labeled, and then everything put into folders separately based on what it is. And now the one that says Aeroscout is full. The one that says F-15 felony launch is full. So those are going to take some while to get through, but I will get through them and you will get to see those soon. That is coming up very, very soon. But speaking of what's coming up right now is better late than never, right, folks? That's right. We're about to do some bingo. So here's goes that bingo list. So you guys go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put the old rubber band on the cup here. All right. So there's that. And then we're going to get back into this. Now, remember, we still have one bonus ball here that came out earlier. So we're going to do 7 balls today, it looks like. Right now, here's this one. And let's see if I can get my drum rolling going here. Tuffy. Release the rubber band. And all right. There we go. I think I just struck my shoulder. That shoulder's already a bum shoulder. It's not because of that. All right, let's see. We are looking at, is that what I think it is? That is. This is B6. B6, baby. Who's got B6? B6 is Johnny Maynard. Johnny Maynard. And is not in the house. And that is
Awkward.
very awkward. Johnny Maynard, are you in the house? I guess we'll check. I don't think so. Johnny Maynard. Johnny Maynard. Mate. Joke. Johnny. Nope. I don't think so. All right, so no Johnny Maynard in the house for that. So that's kind of disappointing. And we'll give it the old. Yeah, we'll give it the official awe, because that's right. He's not in the house. Hate that. I was really afraid to be hitting some of these blank spots I got. We haven't hit any of those yet, but well, there's only one thing that we can try to do, and that is to, I don't know, do it again. That's right. Sure, why not? Let's do it again. Let's bingo it up one more time. All right, let me go ahead and put the rubber band on the cup. Because, I mean, we still technically have, let's see, that's only 4. We got 2 left, and then the one that's already out. I mean, we got 3 winners here potentially. So let's see if we can make this happen with drum roll. There we go. Take out the rubber band, and there we go. All right. Here we go. What number is this? This is G58. G58 is McDale. What? Oh, that's
Awkward.
great.
Awesome.
Is McDale still in the house? I guess that is the question. Is McDale still in the house? Because he is G58. And if I'm looking at that right, that does say McDale. So McDale, are you in the house? Come on, McDale, let's do it. Let's do some of the song music for you. McDale, there he is. McDale's in the house. Nice. And that's right, it's awesome. All right, McDale, got you in the house, sir. Good deal. You are in the house. So it's time for us to pick you out a bingo prize. All right, what do we got? McDale. Oh, McDale, you win a parachute man. That's right. You win yourself an Army parachute man, McDale. But is this all you win? No, sir. That's not the way we do it here at the Dave Yourself channel. You also win an Atlanta Hobby multi-tool. This thing is so sweet with the Atlanta Hobby logo on there. And of course, not only that, that falls down. You also win some Dave Yourself stickers, the 3-inch clear, as well as the 2-inch hologram from Sticker App. Sticker App does not support this channel. All right, so there you go, sir. McDale, you win a parachute guy. Very nice. So if you want that parachute guy, you know what you need to do. You need to send me your address to the davidyourselfchannel@gmail.com, and you will be in a winner chicken dinner, and you will have this arriving in your mailbox quicker than you can expect. Boss223 is on his way out, everybody. Hey, boss, if you didn't thumbs me up while you were here, please do so before you go. And if you have, and you got to go anyway, take it easy, my friend, and until next time. Sorry you're going to miss out on those final jokes. I don't know what to tell you. Speaking of final jokes, I don't have any other words of the day, so let's get into a joke of the day. That's right, sure, I've got another joke for us. No reason not to tell it now. All right, let's get into the joke of the day here. Bear with me as I go ahead and get this loaded up here. My separate camera view that you guys have for that. All right, so this will be my final joke of the day, but hopefully it won't be a horrible one. All right, here we go. Joke of the day. A husband and wife were waiting at the bus stop in a very small town. With them are their 8 children. A blind man joins them after a few minutes. When the bus arrives, they find it overloaded, and only the wife and her 8 little ones are able to fit on the bus. So the husband and the blind man begin to walk. After a while, the husband gets irritated by the ticking of the blind man's cane and says to him, "Why don't you put maybe a piece of rubber at the end of your stick? That ticking sound is driving me crazy." The blind man replies, "If you had put a little rubber on the end of your stick, we'd be sitting in the bus right now." And that is a joke of the day. That's right, folks. I tell you, I didn't say they'd always be awesome, but they are always a free. That's right. Oh, fiddlesticks. Shinoab says fiddlesticks. That's a good one. And here's a turn up for that one. All right, friends. All right. I do appreciate everybody coming around and sticking around for part 2 of episode 51 with After Dinner with Dave. So I do greatly appreciate that. What else do we have on the agenda? Because I'm sure there's got to be something left going on here. I know we've still got a couple of bingos, so we've got some potential winners to give out. And I know I still got one more video for you. That's a little snippet. And what else? Dip. Checking my list. Yep. Did that too. All right, good deal. So there we go. So let's see. We're at 7:49, so we got some stuff done. We'll get some time here. I'm going to scroll up and just check out the old Chickadee chat, make sure I didn't miss anybody, and I can't use the chat button to show you the chat because, of course, this is a completely new stream from part 1 of episode 51, which went about 20 minutes before it went lights out for some unknown reason, and this is part 2 of episode 51. So I do not have all the things pre-set up, such as the chat thingamadoo, which I could do fairly easily. You guys know who's in the chat. You guys are watching that chat just like I am. So let's see. Who else we got up in here? If there's anybody new that I haven't said hello to, because of course I always want to say hello to everybody. I also want to say goodbye to everybody, if at all possible. Keith Christie's in the house. I think I said hey to Keith earlier, but maybe not. Yep, I think I did. Lots of empty bingo spots. Speaking of Keith Christie, he did make a comment here. Lots of empty bingo spots. Yes, Keith. The reason I've done that is trying to thin some of the chaff, trying to get some of the folks out of here that haven't really been to the show too much. Looks like, who was that? Poor Paul Ballard. I think he may have been ones that unfortunately got kind of cleared out. I don't know why I've done that. I know Paul pretty well. But nonetheless, so yeah, there are a few on there. Part of that was to open up some new spots for some new folks. Also, I was going to use those empty spots to help with the double bonus bingo thing. So if one of those winners win tonight that also got a chance to pick one of the blank spots, including their own number, then they will win a super bonus bingo tonight. And just so you know, most likely be one of those phone holders. So there you go. Because those are the big dollar prizes. Anything over $2 is a big dollar prize. So that's what we got going on with that. So I do show that I'm at 20 concurrent viewers and 20 likes. Thanks everybody so much for doing that thumbs up thing I do. I do greatly appreciate that. I appreciate it, and apparently YouTube requires it. So, large corporations. ARG Visions is in the house. Hey, how you doing, sir? Thank you so much for being here. I have not seen you in quite a while as well, but it is always awesome to see you. And it looks like we have done 5 bingos, but we still need to do one more, which is... That's right. It's time to do some bingo right now. And I'm going to go ahead and show you that list one more time. So here's the list. You're going to see some names that are missing. And if you happen to see that your name is missing and you wish that it was not missing, like poor Paul Ballard, then let me know and we'll give you a number because we gave Paul Ballard B1. And just so you know, if you are looking at this list and you say, hey, I don't see my name and I'm going to pick a number, just so you know, you can't pick B1. You can't pick 66, which would be 066. You can't pick G53, G56, or I-20 because those are already pre-taken. In case you missed it, the autopilot's name in airplane was Otto. Oh, Adam, thank you. Appreciate that heads up. Otto, that does make absolute total sense. Otto, autopilot, duh. But I think George is pretty funny too. All right, so appreciate that heads up. That's a nice little trivia thing, and you know what? May even be part of the David Yourself quiz for that $1,000 sub subscription. $1,000, man. I wish I could drop $1,000 and just hand somebody for being a sub, but you're just gonna have to get this overwhelming charm and fantastic skills with the internet, as he says during part 2 of his one stream. For God's sakes, too funny. Change 34 to slap nuts. Slap nuts. Slapnuts wants to be 34. Now, Slapnuts, are you already on there? I want to say you're already on there, but maybe not. You get Spencer Keith at 34 there. But if Slapnuts, if it's not on there, and if you want to be on there and you think you're going to be back here with some more, my friend, we can do that because I have certainly not seen Spencer Keith in quite a while. Spencer Keith might be the next one to get wiped away by the magic eraser. So, Slapnuts, you just let me know about that. If that's a big number for you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a note here. I'm going to go ahead and put a side show note. Slapnuts would prefer 34. And if you see next week, you know what? You might just see next week that your number's there. Because again, I haven't seen that kind of while. So let's see. You want 34. All right, I got it. All right, good deal. That'll work. Spencer is Slaps Nuts DIY. Oh, I see. Is that what's going on here? I see. Okay. All right. I see how it is. Okay. Well, when you have a name like Slapnuts, you know, your name could be anything. But I appreciate it. Spencer is Slapnuts. All right. Got it. All right. So he's joking around with me. Okay. Pretty funny. Of course I love jokes. I give jokes all day long. So that's fine. It'd just be like EQRC. Be like, hey, Eric wants this number. Oh, funny. All right. So speaking of that, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Let's do some of that bingo. Let's do it. Let's do it. Because it is time. And I think I'm going to do the bingo music go around this time. See how this works. There we go. All right. Kind of fun. All right, let's go. Now let's do that, and then let's do drum roll. Ooh, I can do 2 sounds at once? All right, let's check it out. I'll figure that out. That's pretty funny. All right, here we go. So this is number 6, our final draw of the day. Here we go. Good luck to everybody, because this is N32. N32 is Mickey BRC. What? And I don't think he's here. Which is
Awkward.
and it's very. Yeah, we like it when Mickey B's in the house. But yeah, it does look like Mickey B's in the house. So, that being the case, that doesn't stop us. Does it stop us? Pshaw! Negative, because we still have one more. This is the bonus ball. So good luck to everybody. Who knows? This could be the big winner. I'd like to have more than 2 winners tonight. 2 is fine, but 3 would be awesome. Since we can't have 6 or 7. So what do we got here? Just to tempt you. I'm gonna ask the ball. Sneaking the ball in at the end, Dave. That's so lowbrow. I'm doing it. Is this a winner? Is this a winner? Is this last bingo ball a winner? Come on. Oh, it just simply says yes, baby. All right. Is the ball right? We're about to find out. That number is... It is G51. G51 is the RC Air Marshal. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's And here's the double kicker on this for Dave Marshall. Yeah, Dave Marshall. Remember when Dave Marshall? As a matter of fact, let me point this out. This is what not to do if you want something from David yourself. Especially something so sweet like this, right? It's the SR-71 Blackbird metal kit and all this other stuff. Guess what? He never emailed me for his gifts. Bag in a box. Ain't that ridiculous? So not only did he win twice, he didn't even want to see the gifts first time. And I get it. You may not want the gifts. I mean, clearly they're not links of gold, but they are gifts that you probably don't already have, and you're getting them for free. So of course everybody loves to open. I mean, I don't care how old you are, you'd love opening their thing, getting a package, and seeing what's in there. I mean, right? Even if it's a parachute guy or some decals or something. So, you know what? Yeah, that's just crazy. So anyway, Dave Marshall wins again, but doesn't win again, which is awkward, very awkward. So Dave Marshall, by gosh, you better start showing up in this channel, buddy. Your name might get wiped off the list. You won't win all this stuff. I mean, this is twice in like 2 months that you've won something. Jet Tech Don needs a number. Okay, good deal. I will put the note on there. Jet Tech needs a number. So, and I'll go ahead and erase this slap nuts note. You dang Weisenheimers. Jet Tech Don needs a number. Jet Tech Don, you are going to have a number by next week, my friend. Matter of fact, if you see, now that we're done with bingo, I tell you what, Jet Tech, if you're still on the stream right now, go ahead and pick one of those numbers now. It doesn't matter. Whichever one's empty, you can pick because we've already done bingo. So if you happen to see one of those numbers that is empty that you would like Jet Tech, you just let me know, and that will be your number as of next week, my friend. Because I got to get you now. So go ahead and screenshot that because I know everybody's got to see my pretty face. You start getting shakes when they don't. So screenshot that so we can go back to this. That's right. All right, so Jet Tech, and anybody else that does not see their name on the list but wants to be on the list, make sure that you send me, you can just really comment on any of my videos. You can even comment in this video after it's been posted kind of thing, that you need a number. And we will make sure by next week that hopefully that this list has 0 empty spots. But if it has a few, that'll be the bonuses for the bingo folks. So there we go with that. All right, so we did 7 bingos, 2 winners. Not bad because, as I think Boss was saying earlier, or Adam Luger was saying earlier, it's been a while since I've given away some presents. You are absolutely right. It's been way too long. So, yeah, it's good stuff. 66. Jet Tech wants 66, his age. Okay. You're allowed to lie about your age, but whatever. We know you're in the 30s, but it's fine. All right, Jet Tech Don, you got it. Number 66 is all you, my friend. You will be on there next week, and I do appreciate that. Let me see what else I got on my niggity notes here so that I can make sure to chickadee check everything out. Yep. Talk to you guys about that. Yep. Want to go ahead and push that whole 1,000 sub push thing. Want to go ahead and put that in your face one more time because we're pushing toward 1,000. So if you know anybody that has not subscribed, please tell them to subscribe. Even if they don't even like RC stuff, doesn't matter. Tell them to not hit the bell. That's fine. If they do love RC stuff and shenaniganery, then they should definitely subscribe. All right, so what else we got going on here? So we're about to roll up around here in the last little bit. I think I've told all my jokes of the day. Yep, I gave you a couple of words of the day, so keep an eye on those. Try to use those in a sentence this week. That ought to be fun. But I do have one little bit left because I know everybody is chomping at the bit with regards to how did this do? How did it do? There's a few of you out there that know. but not everybody knows. Well, just know that this video is coming soon. But for now, here's a little palate cleanser, little morsel. Here it is.
Hey everybody, this is the Dave It Yourself channel. My name is Garrett, and this is not my channel.
Camera's out. I know, it's so exciting. Did we have a racing drone following us? Yes. Did we have Calamity? Yes. Did we have to find parts? Yes. Did we get it to work a little bit? Yes. Is it a lot of vintage that I need to put together to make a super sweet video? Yes. So that is coming soon, folks. I appreciate everybody sticking around and looking forward to that, because that was some super fun stuff. It is only part one of the felony launch. Obviously, you learn things with the first go round, which we will try to refine for the second go round. So Garrett and Promotus, get ready, and Scott and all you guys, and Jeff, if he decides to head back up there, this is not done. We're not done with this project right here. Let me tell you, this one we're not doing that one. So yes, good stuff. Very, very cool. So as we get ready to walk on up out of here, I think we're getting ready to get over to that 8-minute mark overwards. I greatly appreciate everybody trying to make it back over here for part B of this particular episode. Again, I don't really know exactly what happened there, but it's fine. I'm just glad that everybody seemed to make it back. So thank you so much. And let's see. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little, let's see. I'm going to find some decent music that we get out of here. How about something like this? There we go. And we'll go ahead and do some goodbyes here. So we're going to say goodbye to my mom. So she's the last one I see in the stream here. So good night, Mom. Thank you so much. Shadow Ops RC, thank you so much for being here. Adam Loosier, great. Good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. Let's RC, boom, boom. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. Dutch Love, always good to see you as well. Jet Tech Don, look for your name to be on the bingo wheel next week, sir. It will definitely be there. Just Enough RC, Jude, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Mike SSI, always good to see you as well, sir. And let's see, Keith Christie, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you being here. Let's see, Randy BRC, of course, always got to give you the big prop shout out for Randy. Thank you so much for being here. I got that 8-ball in on you a little bit. It did say we'd have a winner. I can't believe it called Dave Marshall, though. So let's see here. Jet Ted Don, Jeff Lower Alabama, thank you so much for being here. Slap Nuts, of course. Thank you for being here, sir. McDale, also, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a big winner tonight in the bingo. Always great to see you being a winner. ARG Vision, thank you so much for being here too, sir. Thank you so much. And Mike SSI, I think I said hello to. Let's see, who else? Tug Hill, thank you for being a big winner, sir, tonight on the bingo as well. Thank you so much for your support. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see, who else am I missing here? Anybody else? Deuces, wow, got to give Deuces a shout out. Deuces. Let's see who else we got here. Adam Loosier, of course. I appreciate everybody making it over from that first 51 part A. Did not plan a part A or part B, but there it is. Keith Christie, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Who else am I missing left? KBRC, Kyler, of course. Thank you so much, son. I appreciate your support out there, my friend. Thank you. Promotus, of course, Promotus. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all your support as well, sir, and all your help. And just know we're coming back with this big boy, son. We're coming back with it. Let's see who else we got here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and release a joke that the boss mentioned. Randy B, Shadow Ops. Anybody else I'm missing here? I think I got everybody. God, I hope I didn't miss anything. I think Paul Ballard was in here at one point in time, so I'm going to say hey to Paul. RC Roller, of course, got to say hey and goodbye to Greg. So thank you so much for being here, my friends. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're kind of coming down to it a little bit. ARG Vision, thank you so much for being here. If I didn't say goodbye to you as well already. EQRC, of course, got to say goodbye to EQ. Eric, thank you so much. Keep putting out those bright videos, my friend. And it looks like that's as far as that's going to let me scroll up. So, yeah, it looks like that's it. So we're about buck 30 in on part 2 of episode 51. I'll leave a link in the description of part 1. The Total Calamity. I need to go watch it myself. I think it'll be funny. But until next time, yeah, it looks like music's done too, and we're out of here. So until next time, I am Dave, and I am out. And hey, don't forget, I'm still working on that 1,000 subscriber push. So if you guys don't mind trying to make something happen with that, I would greatly appreciate it. And sayonara. Backup music on the way out. And this was episode 51. The 2-hour show. Well, sort of. Broken up in twice. Let's get to that 1,000, friends. Push it.